New fastest lap for Marasco, 2:13.52. Pit exit's clear, stay behind the white line.
Got a car on your left side. Clear on the left.
Clear
My
on the
bad,
right.
dude. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't mean to fuck your shit up.
You're all good, man. Oh. Yeah, you're all good, dude. No worries.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now. Fastest lap for Orlando, 209.54. His exit's clear.
Mic check. Yep, gotcha.
Yo, quick question. What's y'all's brake bias set at?
44.
the fastest lap for Orlando, 209.12.
Connected.
Rhythm or keep me from getting in one to begin with, but
Right.
like I felt like I didn't let it bother me this time.
You were like, I'm always a little nervous whenever you get in the car because I was like, oh man, I feel like he's gonna get
Yeah, get in my
fucked
own head
over
again.
once or twice and get in his head, which like early on you did, but we were like, you'll probably hear it when you watch the streams over, but it was like we were sitting there and like we were just like, don't say anything, or like just let him drive, like don't talk back to him, just like let him like sort it out on his own, and you did. Like you would just kind of like you would switch it off and just get back to it. And I was like, yes, he's there. He's reached enlightenment when it comes to race cars.
We don't feed the bad
Yeah.
bigs.
Exactly.
We only feed the good bigs. Your pace was really good, man.
It's so funny you show up. We're just talking about you.
Oh no.
We're talking about Sebring and two-man teaming, and I think if it comes down to it, like I would definitely want a two-man with you if Spit wants if he wants to two-man with Schmuck. I can do both, but like I'd be absolutely down to like working on two-manning for Sebring, but between the four of us, because if you can four-man it, but it's kind of like it's kind of like why not just
for sure.
It takes kind of like the weight is too much of it's taken off your shoulders when it's four.
Sure.
Because of the time, it's a 12-hour. But yeah, I feel like we should be able to do. I might even try Panorama. It's the new
Dude,
track.
I would definitely do Bathurst.
You had
a bad time at Bathurst.
ACC.
Yeah.
When I did it. And that's
no. You also did the iRacing 12 hours. Remember when we had the problem with the Porsche, where like you really got in your head that time?
Oh well, that friggin' the dip at the top of the hill.
Yeah,
I fucking hated
the car.
that. The dip before the crest at the top of the hill, like that weird left hand, like you lift it, but then it would just fucking the car would just kill itself, or at least for when I was driving, it was doing it because I'm a retard. But yeah, no, I'll do it again. I'll definitely. I want to finish that shit.
So I probably got to pick my races. So Bathurst is in February, right?
Yeah, 1 month from now, basically.
That might be a little too soon for me in terms of like, hey, wife, like I would like to take like a day.
Hey, a time that you want to spend with me?
It's gonna be a full day. We'll probably do the 11 o'clock time slot again, if anything.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe not Bathurst just because of timing. I would like to do it.
It's fine.
Probably
Sebring
Sebring.
will be 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, probably could do Sebring. And I'm happy to two-man. That sounds fun. Because like, yeah, I mean, I would like to get more drive time. I mean, I had plenty of drive time, but like I wouldn't mind like. I would like to feel like. I mean, I felt like I had an impact, but not a significant one. You know what I mean? I kind of, and it was mostly because of pace. Like I kind of just kept us where we were. I didn't really like do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were kind of talking about how like it happens with people. Like I noticed it with Biggs when he first started doing it, where your practice pace and your race pace are like a half a second off sometimes. Where it's like you're like you can have ease of mind in practice, and then in the race, like the stress kind of keeps you out of that flow and just slows you down.
It just prevents you from getting into the rhythm that you allow yourself to get into during practice, because the stress.
Yeah.
You subconsciously tell yourself it's not there because it's a practice session. And like you know it. Like I said, oh, you're just doing practice laps, because like literally your mind just gets into that point. It gets. I was like this for this race for me. Like I felt like I was no longer worried about the other cars, that even the cars that we were like quote unquote battling with. like when we would get into, when I used to get into like a traffic situation where, you know, it doesn't matter the lap situation, it's just like the car, I come out of the pits and now I'm dealing with a car in my class. And then it's like, oh no, you know, what do I do? Do I yield?
Yeah.
Do I push? You know, you get to a point where you stop thinking about that and you stop letting your thoughts about how you need to handle those situations dictate how you drive, and you just drive. Like, you're just like, oh, I know where I want to be on the track, and
Fastest lap for
whether that person
10.83.
gets in my way or not is like not my problem. Like, I'm just gonna, you know, deal with the person when I
For
deal.
sure.
I don't go, oh God, this is another GTP on the track right in front of me. Like, no, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna, you know, is he faster than me? Am I faster than him? It's like you kind of stop worrying about that stuff after a while. And honestly, like, I think maybe I haven't done a big, like, long enduro race in a while. I think it was like literally like 6 months ago. So I don't even remember if I even felt that way back then. But like this race, I can say like I was able to.
The last one would have been Le Mans, and Le Mans was a bad time.
Yeah, Le Mans I did. Well, that was a case of like, yeah, I didn't put enough time in. I just thought, well, I've done this before. I've done this, you know, a few years before, so I can just bank on that. But like, yeah, this was a race I felt like, you know,
You were prepared for
when
it?
it came down to it, I was almost like I felt like I could have tripled if I needed to.
Yeah.
At the end, and I was tired as fuck, but I was just like, when I was in the car, I was like, I'm just driving. Like, I don't care how tired I am. And my fatigue is that's kind of why I took a little shut eye. I didn't actually sleep. I was just telling him I was laying down, just like trying to like just chill.
I just got scared.
I thought I was actually sleeping. I was like, oh, if I... But like, I was worried that I did.
It was so funny. Asked me like if I knew your phone number, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker really just asked a Gen Z person if I knew a phone number by heart. I don't know any phone number.
I like realized as I was asking, I was like, that is a dumb question. Like, how many phone numbers do I know?
Like, I don't think I even have your actual phone number. I just have your WhatsApp. But yeah, it uses your real phone.
Yeah, but so like, I was worried. So I was doing the like lie down to be like, well, I need to be alert because, you know, I don't want to make any mistakes, or I don't want to like, because I was thinking like, oh, maybe I won't have like the alertness to be able to do another 2 stints. You know, it's getting kind of late, whatever. But then like I got in the car and it was like, I'm driving. I'm in driving mode. It doesn't really matter. And I was happy that that's how I ended up feeling when I was in the car.
Well, the track
I
state,
wasn't sure.
track state while we were working was pretty, like, chill, actually. Like, not much was really happening, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, well, the traffic was traffic when it happened,
Yeah.
but otherwise, you know, yeah, it was conducive to just turn laps and push and, you know, go as fast as you think you can go.
Yeah.
And that's what I really wanted to, like, you know, try to make time when we could. But,
Yeah, I don't think I really got in
for
any
your-
fights. Like, and I didn't really take on any fights. And that was kind of a bummer. Like, I wish I kind of had fought a little harder with some guys.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the more of these like regular style races you do too, the more comfortable you'll be fighting. Like, there's always this like idea with these bigger races here where like you put in your head like, oh, like this matters more than a normal race, so it's like everything has more weight to it. So you're like a little more hesitant to like be aggressive. That's like the best time to fucking be aggressive, because like those guys are thinking the same thing.
Right.
So it's like if you can just be all up in their face and in their grills, sometimes like you saw like at the start of the race, like guys were just like backing out. They're like, I don't want to fight right now. I was like,
Totally.
"Cool, see ya, bye."
And then I joined a GT4 race, and I'm like, oh my god, everybody's like ready to die.
Everybody's so aggressive.
Everybody's ready to commit jihad right now. I actually signed up for a Porsche Cup right now.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that was another thing. Is like I wish I had done more more racing in the month leading up to it.
It could have gone really poorly though too.
True.
Like you could have just like thrown iRacing away in all these fucking races.
That's true. But I mean, I feel
you
like
put in a good amount of time, though. I felt like you.
I put in the time, but I didn't race. You know, I haven't really like raced in a while. I did that one race that night, and that was fine. But I was racing like a couple times a week, you know, and that was helping me a lot.
I just want to get my A license back. I really thought this was gonna give it to me, but I got too many fucking incidents. I'll get it back for Bathurst for sure. Like after Bathurst, I'll have it back. But I think there'll be a new season by that point.
I want Fano to come back, teach me his lightning pod. I'm gonna go YouTube it, find a red kite video or something. I refuse. I will not click on any fucking Grim Reaper's training video. No, no, no.
Sector 3 is 0.37 off the pace.
Whenever you type in anything DCS training related, it's always like, Grim Reapers. Fuck off.
Did you fly the mission, Biggs?
No, I took a shower and took a nap, and then I woke up and it was like 5 minutes before mission. I'm like, nah.
Nice. The guy ahead's lap time is a 2:12.78. Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
I'm glad I didn't take too long of a nap because I'm still tired now and I want to be tired so I can get back in regular sleep schedule.
I fell asleep for 2 hours at my dad's.
Watching them kitty cats.
Yeah, I was watching qualifying too for him, so.
Yeah, dude, Wheelan set the new,
set a track record.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was lapping faster in the night though, so.
Yeah, no, you like comparing lap time. Well, actually, I'm faster than
Yeah, a little faster than this guy.
in iRacing,
The Mustang sampling Porsche crashed in practice, so they didn't get to qualify.
The Proton GTP Porsche.
Yep. Yeah, the Mustang sampling. Apparently they're only going to have that sponsorship for the Endurance Cups, and then they'll have the regular WeatherTech sponsorship for the other races. Seems like a lot of work for the team. Two totally different colors of cars, it's a fucking crap.
This guy's like, oh, somebody think about the team?
I'm just thinking about it like, alright, cool, so that was a lot of fun at Daytona. Take all the black off the car, put the white on.
Whoa.
Sorry. I don't know, I always think about the logistics of these races. It's so easy, like, when everything's done. Like, okay, that was fun. And you gotta think, like, nah, man, like, these guys, like, they just stayed up. Like, they got no fucking sleep last night. Keep staying on top of these cars to work on them. And then, now that the race is over, they have to bring the car back, disassemble it, box it up, go everything packed away to ship back. And then, after all that is done, they go back to their hotel, and they can potentially sleep for a little bit.
What I was thinking too is like
go home in the morning.
all the prep that happens like during the holiday season for Daytona, you know?
Dude, some of the teams didn't get their cars until December.
Oh my god.
Sector 1 is 0.8
Wow.
off the pace.
FAF has the new McLaren that they're running, and
Mind these track limits, please, Anders.
IMSA did a BOP test in like early December, and FAF didn't get theirs until mid, so they didn't even get to show up and test. They didn't. Their first time on track was the Roar, with a brand new chassis that they've never driven before.
God, dude, everybody, like, these top guys are like 2 seconds faster than me a lap. How?
Yeah, dude, the Porsche Cup is their personality.
points.
What was Spigot's pace? Was he like 133?
I think he said he set the fastest lap he's ever done in the race.
Oh, nice, good.
Which is kind of neat. I think he got into the 32s a couple of times, but yeah,
Okay.
his pace was 30. Like when he was in traffic, it was like low 34s, high 33s. He could manage like mid 33s.
Okay, nice.
Like into it, but yeah, he made a couple of mistakes, but.
That's a new fastest
I don't know.
lap
I
for
like including
Monroe,
him just because like he doesn't
210.77.
get to race all that often.
Yeah.
And like we got into it with him in COVID, and like when he wasn't working, he was so into it, man. Like, he
Sector
was
1
racing all the
4.4
time.
off the
Nice.
base.
He was the first of the new guys that came in with interest to like get out of the rookies, actually start racing. Like he was consistent with it, and then he started working again.
Comparing him to Kilgen? No, don't do that.
And what's that other kid? The Bullhead was with us too. Bullhead sucked.
Bullhead is a bullshitter. I mean, he just.
Yo, yeah, big time.
He was just
Guy
like,
ahead is just
imagine an even more
212.23.
childish version of Spectre.
But then, the other kid, the fucking, what's his face? The Irish kid.
Oh, that guy was just annoying.
He was annoying. But yeah, out of all them, and Sharp, yeah, he was the only one that like really
Sharp
stuck with it and stayed on it.
2 is 1.6
Nice.
off the base.
Sharp did the ACC. Which was
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, his first race he ever did was Sebring. He did it with fucking Bullhead, and they had a bad time. But it was a similar situation where like he was back to work, and he could only do like the later stints. And
Yeah.
exactly what he was afraid of happening was he came back to like a broken car multiple laps down and just given to just drive.
Honestly, when Spigot, I could tell Spigot was like really happy that when he
Yeah.
found out we were P2, he was like, oh, now I got the pressure. It's like, you wanted this. Shut up. Like, you're
Yeah, I
happy.
don't know if he was happy or nervous.
We're
Yeah.
competitive. Oh no.
Oh no, this is gonna be fun for me.
Yeah, dude, I only saw the end of it. Like, I saw the meatball and, like, the wheel damage happen. And I was just like, okay, I sleep. I don't even want to think about this right now. Which is good, because, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, past me would have been, like, really worked up about that. And it's just like, who gives a fuck, man? Like, it's whatever. It was bound to happen. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
come to
felt
terms
like-
with the fact that, like, we were just on borrowed time the whole race.
I felt like we were due. We had such a clean race, you know,
Yeah.
for the most part. Other than some...
But thankfully,
Well, I
like
mean,
the
I-
iRacing damage model, like it punishes you on time, but at least like the car is fast again when it comes back out. Like there was nothing worse than the old damage model where you would have like GT cars with like bent and crumpled carbon
That's a new
fiber,
fastest lap
and
for
then
Crota,
you would be like 4 mile an hour down on the straight and never get it back.
Yeah, dude, that sucks.
Like- Now you get the straight line back, and the car like doesn't look all wacky.
Its exit looks clear.
Okay, the repair times were shorter, but yeah, if you took floor damage, that was race over. Like, it would happen at Le Mans, where like you would like out of nowhere bottom out on a curb, take floor damage, and be 3 mile an hour down the straight and never get it back. And then sometimes you could like crash the car again later and potentially damage the floor, and then all of a sudden you get the straight line back.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's really stupid. So the new damage model is fantastic.
some wacky days back in the day.
Fastest lap for Monroe, 2:10.58.
There's a car on your right. Right side is clear.
The guy ahead has just done a 2:12.07. P4.
Here we go.
Are these standing starts? I agree.
Yeah, fuck you, schmuck. I'm a watch. Are you a watch? I'm a watch.
I am a watch.
Spectate.
Oh, like you're gonna watch in the sim.
Yeet.
I see.
You just got sim on all the time now? Just chilling with the sim on?
I was watching through his stream.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now
Oh, he's Strim?
28
Where's Strim?
Celsius.
I mean, if you subscribe to his YouTube channel, you would know.
Yes, it's a standing start.
That's what this is all about. It's just him trying to up his YouTube subscription or YouTube subscriber count. That's all he's trying to
Gotta
do.
get my subs. Like and subscribe.
What is up, guys?
It's your
It's
boy.
your boy.
You guys said that at the same time.
It's your boy Lights. Bringing you. Hot
What's up,
PCup
guys? Hope
video.
your day's illuminated. It's your boy Lights.
Oh, you know what's really funny? So you know when you're like sleeping, you have like really weird thoughts just randomly pop into your head. So I was like just chilling and the lights off on my couch, and I'm like, Anders, and then I'm like, Anderson, like, oh my god, now I get Anders' son, like that's the son of Ander. Oh my god. Oh, somebody's dying. Oh,
those are high thoughts right there.
High thoughts.
I come into the server and it's just a dude losing it in the high speed right-hander.
Dude, it's
Yikes.
gonna be so bad. Yeah, probably gonna just chill.
But yeah, I was like, oh my god, Anderson.
Son of Ander.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, Norwegian. That's a Norwegian name. Ah, Mr. Anderson.
Dude, how funny would it have been if the cat is the one that took us out of the race?
Oh my god.
I would need several, maybe an hour in a
Your exit's clear. Watch
darkened
the white
room.
line. We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
It
I
was
had 2
funny because
beers,
like
though.
that entire race we didn't have any. I didn't hear you say anything about your cat. It's plural.
I was saying it in the stream. Like, I was talking to him a couple times during the race, and I was like, he was coming up and he was getting all of my shit, and I was like, hey bud. And like the last, like, I could see what he was doing, and like normal cat shit where it's just like, I'm going to do something you don't like because I want you to look at me. And he was like hovering over the wires, and I was like, don't. Just don't. The last thing I need is for you to just fucking chomp through one of these wires right now. And I'm watching him, and I'm like driving with my left hand while like with my right hand, like getting him to fucking come over. And then he did that, and I'm gonna give myself credit. I was pretty strategic with it because there was a skylight pointing sunlight right next to my seat, and I was like, "You want to be warm?" And I pointed over there, and he sat there, and he like squatted for a second, and then curled up. I was like, "Let's go." Who owns who? But every time he like annoys me when I'm racing, I'm like, dude, we have spent like all last night together. Like, you were sleeping with me, you were in my lap. It's like, can you just give me like some time for myself? And he's sitting on my lap right now. I'm gonna talk to Simon during the week, Biggs. Do you want me to mention you being interested in his McLaren wheel, his extra one?
No, it's okay, man. I'm honestly, I'm not in the market for peripherals at the moment after dropping that money on.
I mean, he might just fucking give it to you. If he doesn't use it, I'll ask him like what he's looking for in a bag. Because he doesn't use it. Like, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it because he's had so many problems. And I think he got the V2 Formula wheel anyways, so.
Does he use that for TCR?
Simon?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He hasn't done iRacing in probably a year, honestly. A little under. Maybe like 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only really uses Formula wheels. I don't think he has a round wheel. Because he's had all those issues with the McLaren wheels that eventually he asked them to stop sending them, and they were like, we're still going to send you one for free, but here's also 50% off anything you want in the store for like a new wheel. So he used that to buy the newest like Formula V2. Which I really want that, but I can't justify spending fucking $400 for that.
And that's what I'm like waiting to save up for. Is that is going to be.
But I mean, if he'll give you that for like, let's say it's like fucking $50, like that's a good deal. I mean, it's not like the most expensive wheel, but it's also really not cheap. And it has like what 3 rotary dials on it.
Yeah, I gotta see
And a
that.
bunch of buttons.
Pretty sure it has a standard connection to our wheelbase pin.
Yeah, it's a regular pin. It just has a different quick connect. It has a twist instead of the paddle.
Right.
But it's the same amount of pins.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, Anders, we need to watch these track lines.
Were you up?
Yeah, by 5/10.
Oh.
Is it quali?
Yeah. Cut too much. I don't know, this course is like putting a tire in the grass like makes a big deal.
Yep.
Difference.
Road America is giving me a hard time. More than I'd like to admit.
Guys are running 206.
Bruh.
I'm running 212.
6 seconds faster?
11.
That's insane.
Average, like average is 209.
Well, this is the type of car that you
New fastest lap for
steer with your right foot.
8.10.
But not too much.
Yeah, otherwise you died.
It is hilarious, like the spins with this. It's like they are like completely unsavable at a certain point. We're just fucked.
Yeah, once that pendulum swings, all that rear in the back is gone.
Yep. Top fastest lap was 208. Oh my god, this is not gonna be fun.
Biggs and I are actually spectating your session. Yeah, this might be a hot take, but I think Road America is mid as fuck.
You don't like it? I kind of like it.
I don't really like Road America. It's primarily because I'm not that fast there. Like it has like the second half of the lap is really fun, but like I don't know, everything before then is just meh.
Yeah. The braking zone.
But that's just me.
The braking zone coming into what is it that left-hand turn, the big
That's
left-hand
the end
turn.
of the session. P17.
Go right, big left, downhill. That's a fun braking zone.
Oh, and for the carousel.
And then before you go into the the right hand tightening right.
It's hard to find your markers there. Like I referenced the white lines on the ground, but even then, if you get like a little distracted, you're just going straight.
Yeah. My start is gonna be god awful, so bear with me. I'm so bad. I'm pretty like, I kind of just wait for people to die, honestly, like because people will die.
Just picking up the scraps.
Yeah. Basically,
Dude,
except
holy shit, though.
higher loss.
This might be TMI, man, but like, ball sweat from sim racing is like next level. Especially when you're doing like 24-hour race, and it's like when I went to the bathroom like before like my stint, and I sat down, and I just got like that whoosh of air up, and I was like,
You're like, oh.
there I am.
Yep. Yeah, it's
That first shower afterwards feels so good though.
Oh, I feel amazing. I feel like a newborn baby. But yeah, like I was telling you that I hadn't showered in like 48 hours.
Oh yeah. I like drank coffee beforehand too, and didn't brush my teeth after. So like I could just feel it in my mouth the whole time I was driving. And then my eyes were getting really dry, so it's like I'd be on the straights and I'd be closing my eyes for a long time, just like trying to like get them to like moisture up. I was like making myself cry.
12 laps. The track temp is 27. The air temp is 26.
I made the
Celsius.
mistake of smoking a little bit of
Okay,
weed
Anders,
before going to
be
bed,
ready.
and that made my eyes really dry.
Green, green, green.
like I set the grandstand camera up. This feels like this. The sound is so good. It sounds like the start of a Porsche Cup race. Just 20 of the same car going. Oh, crashing in front.
There's an incident in turn 3. Looks like it's Stanley. We got some work to do now, mate.
Survive.
Survive. This braking zone is nightmare time.
Yep, just
Time for big send.
coast. Yeah, I was like coast and brake early, like big send.
Incident in turn 5. It looks like Dawson. Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
So much
Watch your
brake
right side.
smoke.
We are clear on the right.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
On
and
the right
takes that
side.
guy out too.
Right side's clear.
Oh, then it's what?
Oh my fucking
He just
god.
snaps the car left for no reason. And
You guys sucks.
yeah, you're fine. Oh my god. I was literally about to say, you know what? I should just get in some of these races. You know, just turn some laps. I know enough. It's like, no, okay, this is awful.
The only thing though is like, if you see this and you're like, I'm going to avoid racing.
on your right,
like,
we are
you're
clear
never
on the
gonna
right.
race. There's a lot
No,
of
I-
races
I-
that are
I-
like
There's an
this.
incident in
I'm
turn
really
8.
like,
Think
I'm
you might
hoping,
be
I'm treating
shanked.
myself like a child with a toy. It's like, when I get the rig, I'm hoping that just gives me that boost.
There's an incident in.
Honestly, like, we were kind of
You think
talking
you
about it
might
during
be
the
Dawson.
I think you should move away
There's an
from
incident
the
in
yard.
turn 1. Looks like it's
I
Kelly.
think that's
Yellow
gonna
flag.
set you back. Like that's gonna start fucking up more and more.
I don't know,
'Cause
man.
HP's
It is really,
not
I
supporting it
really
anymore.
like driving in it, like feeling-wise. Quality-wise, obviously the monitor's refresh rate and all that is way better, but
Turn 14.
I don't know if, I mean, okay, maybe I will
It just
have
feels
real
like
stand
it feels
for
like it
but-
would be fucking exhausting, like just to have that thing.
I don't know
on
how
your
you do
head
it, dude.
for so long.
Yeah,
I mean, like, it's not something we just do right now. We were talking about it, and we were just like, I don't know, man. I feel like long run for Biggs as he gets out of VR, or at least like doesn't sim race consistently and just kind of like has VR for other stuff. Because like,
I need. I don't feel
B20.
bad about
There's an
not
incident
using
in
it because I
turn 14.
basically
We
like
think it
paid
might
for
be
it with that
Jack.
Team Fusion paycheck, like which I did work for, and it felt more like charity work. So I didn't like. So the money I earned, I like bought VR with, like so free. I felt like it was a freebie.
would you get? Why don't you fly DCS with it? Just so much of a hassle.
Because it's the competitive nature of it. It is nice. I've flown it. It's like, okay, this feels cool. But for like having wanting to click on stuff and it's
Don't you like use like
and
those
then to get,
goofy glove things?
yeah, no, I don't fuck with that shit. Like I really don't want to fuck with peripherals like the handheld stuff.
Yeah.
But like for driving where you're just sitting and you're looking and you're just trying to find yourself in the 3D space, like it makes the most sense. So if I use it until it's no longer good enough, or it's, or I can afford to get I don't know, maybe I could get away with just one big curved monitor. Just do that. But then I would feel like a dickhead that like, oh, I'll just use this monitor for my racing. No. And I don't race all the time, so then therefore I feel like I've just wasted money.
Well, here's the thing. Like I want to also get one of those monitors, but like, I don't know, man. Like, what's the same thing? Let's say the same thing about that rig. Like, if you're not going to race every single day, but it just makes it more accessible now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's the whole reason for it. It's not like early on when I got it, I felt the same way. I was just like, oh, I'm not really using this thing enough. Like, there's probably a couple of months where it just kind of sat there,
Turn 14.
and I didn't really
Looks
do
like
anything
it's
with it.
Santos.
But just
The leader is
having
just,
that ability to be like,
208,
okay, I'll
69.
sit down and drive it is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'll probably end up getting a monitor stand and just. I think probably one curved monitor should be good enough. Like I don't need the triple wide effect per se.
I don't think you really need it. I mean, it's nice, but a lot of performance overhead.
That lap was at 2:13.
Yeah, and
06.
I'm
Yellow
still
flag.
just using
Watch
a
out.
2080 Ti. So
Yeah.
I don't even think I could push.
I think you'd have a hard time with your monitors.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Well, so and I don't even know if I have enough connections for that, because I only have two DP 2.1. What's it called? DisplayPort. Yeah. I only have two DisplayPort connections, and one of them is using my VR right now, and the other one is using on my single monitor, so that I can get 240 hertz out of it. Oh no, I'm sorry, 144 hertz. I don't even have a 240 hertz monitor.
Well, my monitor is only 60 hertz.
Yeah, it's like I don't need a 240 hertz monitor, but per POV wise, FOV wise, right? FOV wise, I think one of these ultra wides should be good enough.
Definitely.
Dawson is reeling you in. The gap's now 1.3.
Yeah, I
He's faster than
think
you
that like
entering
the
turn one.
tech for VR is really good, but it doesn't feel like it's built to last at the moment. It's like you've already had a cable issue. If you set your VR down on the desk while not using it, it fucks up the alignment on it. You have to like
Williams
restart the whole process.
It's now
And I don't know if it's just a Windows VR UI connection issue, or if it's a HP Reverb issue.
But HP also said that they're getting out of the VR game,
Fastest lap
so
for
you're
Bell,
gonna
208,
start seeing like
25.1.
no like firmware support for that thing.
And to be honest with you, I haven't done any like firmware
Will make
update
your
on this
bend.
thing.
It looks like
ever,
Williams.
so I don't know if
No,
they've.
okay.
Honestly, I don't know if it needs it, but I haven't even looked into that.
I
But
can't imagine
the
it
one thing,
does.
the one thing that did make it way better was this OpenXR thing, which is a little
Yeah.
concerning that a third party had to come up with it. But like, it's made these. I don't even know if we call it first gen or second gen, but like the current generation of VR headset that I have, like
Clear
the
right.
lenses,
20th place. Your lap time was
and, you know,
2:12.78.
because this
That's
is
your
like
best
the
lap in this
best
session.
2K per eye, but it's an old lens tech, and in this added this software to create foveated rendering, which didn't come with this thing. And foveated rendering is like is a huge. It's like multi-threading for DCS, right? It's like it prioritizes the center for your highest resolution so that you can actually match them. Because I was struggling to get 90 frames with this headset for the longest time, and it was annoying, and I had to like crank it down all the way and blah blah blah. But and that was a third-party mod, so it's made this much better to use. I had that little weird hiccup with the kind of stutter, but otherwise it's really fine. And the only downside is starting to sweat after 2 hours in the car nonstop. So on a normal use, like if I'm just doing a 15-minute race like Truff's doing right now, or Light's doing right now, it's like VR is no sweat, like no problem.
Literally.
So like literally. But yeah, I don't know. I would probably feel more comfortable and enjoy the experience more if I had like a huge, FOV monitor. It'd be way preferable. Comfort-wise.
It just makes the whole process easier. Where it's like, if you're out of the car for a while, you don't have to worry about like, oh, I need this amount of time to set up. It's like you can just stay in the rig the whole time.
And honestly, that would make this whole rig experience even better because it's just like sit down, hit a button, boom, go. Like, yeah. So I think right. So. So yeah, long game this year. Wheel and a monitor. No, but I think starting here will be fine. Like I'll go with VR to start off with, and then I kind of want to like, if I set it up right, I could just get a base mount.
The gap
Stick it to my wall and
ahead
just
is now 1.9.
get a big ass monitor and just rotate the thing, 180 degrees, so that I can like sit at my desk and use it for most things, and then turn it and use it for iRacing when I want to. That way, at least I feel like I'm getting like my money's worth out of the monitor. But I don't even know if it makes shit for that. Because like who mounts their monitor to the wall and then have it like turn 180 degrees at any given time? But I don't know, just things I'm throwing around in my head in terms of like the space usage.
Does Amanda know that this rig is showing up?
Yeah. Yeah, I told. Yeah. Yeah, she does. I just didn't tell her that how much it cost. She doesn't
Never
even
tell
know
him.
that. It was just, you know, what you do is you tell her what what would have been more expensive to buy. That's what you tell her. No, she knows like
so much money. You have no idea what a steal is.
Yeah. No, she knows.
You gotta do
like,
your best Billy Mays impression to really sell it.
I'm just like shaking extruded aluminum parts at her, like, look! Look at the build quality!
At this price, you're crazy.
I'd be stupid not to buy it. It's all for. I've proven its purpose for me. I mean, I cringe at the things I bought when I was in my 20s. Like when I thought I was going to get into.
It's now 4.0
We talked about this. I thought I was going to get into airsoft.
211.48.
And like I found a group, and I was like, I'm gonna go, and this is gonna be like exercise. I was like giving myself excuses to do these things. And then I got there and I did it. Like I think I went there like 4 or 5 times. And after the 5th time, I was like, I don't know if I like these people. Like, some of them are kind of weird. I don't know if I like this anymore. And then I just stopped doing it. And there's like $400 worth of airsoft shit in my basement. Like realistic looking guns in my basement that aren't actually guns. And I don't even know how to dispose of them without raising questions. Like you just throw an M4 in the trash that looks just like an M4, but it's not.
You can just sell that.
Yeah, I don't. And I also don't want to. Like I went through the experience of selling through Amazon or Facebook Marketplace for the monitor and some other stuff. My motorcycle equipment. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. And then now, yeah, imagine selling airsoft weaponry on Facebook Marketplace. The types of people I might have to deal with. Ew, no. Yeah, exactly. Asian people. Airsoft.
Even worse than Asians
as well.
Australians.
Well, who was it? It was one guy who was like, this motherfucker, I thought he was a white guy for years.
Got it.
Dude, it's like everybody running 209s right now?
Everybody in front of you is, yeah.
Jesus.
There's a couple of guys that are running like 211, like 212 in the field, but they're all battling with each other. You got fucking robbed.
I got wrapped.
The gap to doors ahead is increasing. It's now 6.2 seconds.
That actually just reminds me of that is like
halfway
we're
home.
cleaning
Fuel
out
looks
the
good.
basement this before the springtime, and I'm like, no.
Why don't you do it in the springtime? Isn't there, like,
Calm down, Jacob.
All
Calm
the
down.
spring cleaning, yeah. No, so dude, we're that homeowner that has like an old water heater in the basement still, like next to their one that they're currently, yeah, because like I can't fucking it's empty.
You don't have
But
to
it-
lift it, you know. You gotta put it on the dolly.
Yeah, well, so I have the logistics of getting big shit out of my basement is like it's hard. I don't have like sliding door or anything like that. It's like go up the rickety stairs that were built. Well, I don't know. We rebuilt these rickety stairs. They're not rickety anymore, but they're totally illegal in terms of like the angle, the height of each step. Yeah, we had to make them in order to give ourselves enough landing space at the bottom of the foot of the stairs. We had to make the angle
Good
like
warning. Keep it tidy, please, Anders.
way too steep. So.
I remember when you were showing me like all the different places in your house, you took me down there, and I was just like, am I gonna
Is this
die
where I
here?
die? Do you see? Hey, see that dirt patch? The bodies are definitely not buried under there. Nope.
I think we'd be like, go look at the thing in the corner over there.
There's nothing in the corner. That's it. That's the last thing you heard.
The door shuts.
No, I clearly was desperate for a home to buy, so I bought this one. Yeah,
Hey, man,
so I've got junk. I've got like, we have like a collection of just like for hand-me-down furniture that like we're never gonna use. We got like water heater that's gotta go. I've got, you know, just boxes of shit, and we're gonna do that like dudes with a truck type stuff. Have just some dudes just
No, wait,
haul
hold
that
on.
thing out of there.
Oh, okay. You're gonna hire people to clean out your basement?
Well, not clean, just for the dragging the water heater up there and getting rid of it.
Call her dad up and be like, hey,
No, we
fucking
did that.
water hero?
I did that when we had to install the new one, and he's like, yeah, we can't fucking get this thing out of here. And I was like, yeah, and I'm not, like, what are we gonna do? Like, it's literally like 500 pounds. It's like it's gotta be like 400 pounds.
Yeah, they're heavy as shit.
So we're gonna need like a dolly and some ropes, and we're gonna have to like, you know, like how the Egyptians.
Were you just trying to pick it up like by hand?
No, like we were coming up with ways of like tying it and like dragging it up the stairs, somebody pushing, somebody pulling.
If
And
you
just,
had,
like,
yeah, I'm telling you, you just need a dolly. Lay it on the dolly, and just go up the stairs. One
There's an
person at
incident
the
in
base of the
turn
dolly,
3.
and
Looks like it's Williams.
Like,
yeah, it's
What's up?
it's again, it's the angle's steep, and it's logistically it's gonna be hard, but I'm like, I could give it a whirl.
Just gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, just you know, just be a bigger physically human being than I am, and just do it. Yeah. But
The gap to doors
so
ahead is
like,
increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
Stuff to get
P20.
rid
Warned
of.
about track limits.
Stuff to get rid of, clearing out shit. Like I was planning on, we were trying to move stuff
That's
out.
a new fastest lap for Diablo. 2:08.45.
That has turned it into a little bit of a storage space for our artwork. Let's start moving some of these canvases and all this big shit like down the basement. I gotta do that, and like by doing that, it'll free up room that's my room as well. My room, my like corner that I allowed myself to have. So it's gonna, I'm gonna fill it up with the rig and you know any other cool shit I can acquire to aid in iRacing comfort.
Bye-bye.
Visual performance comfort.
Push now. The guy behind is catching.
And, yeah, it starts with the rig. That's gonna be arriving probably next month at some point. Probably not in races. Flights is driving. I was just doing a sortie with a new loadout and wanting to operate the lightning pod like it was a clear pod and not being able to. I was able to bomb shit, but like I don't know how to. I wanted to helmet designate, but I couldn't. You can helmet designate, right?
Yeah.
I need to figure that out. And
I was
some other
at the M16, I figured it out. I did it. I was able to drop bombs and shoot missiles. I was on Growling Sidewinder, and I was like, what am I doing? Coming back.
The gap to doors ahead is increasing. It's now 30 seconds.
Nope, I'm out.
Thankfully, I'm mounted enough to not eat my notes.
Alright, Anders. The next car is doors.
Where it's just like the car that's automatic, and he goes like the car's not there. He's like, it's just me her sitting in the M16 looking around.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you, mate.
Top of the yard, of course.
I'm broken now.
What do you mean you have to wait a full second to change weapons?
The process of like, oh, there's something there.
That lap time was 2:11.43. That's your quickest lap.
But make
Second 2 is 1.2 off the pace.
it's speed. I haven't even fucked with the Mavericks yet. I know that you have to like motorcycle now. And the CMS
When you warned about track limits.
trash. Yeah, like the default CMS programs are so fucking bad. And I'm just like, why no data cartridge? Why do I have to see
Okay, catch up on that. Dudes in DDCS are talking about it's like a data cartridge mod. But I think it breaks IC, so some servers can't use it. Sad. Big surge.
There's no ABS the PCup, right?
No.
There is
TC though.
TC.
Yeah.
I feel like this car is all about slip. Like slipping the fuck out of it everywhere.
Slip and trail braking.
This car is the epitome of slow and fast how. The epitome.
I'm struggling with it, man. Making
also,
all kinds
like,
of track limits right now.
You're also like jumping into it at the end of the week, so it's like everyone's had a whole week of like driving and practicing it, and you're just
Ahead is increasing.
after
It's now
24 hours of
seconds.
Daytona.
Yep.
And in a GTP, it's like a spaceship
Yeah, that's
compared to this thing.
yeah, and it's just as heavy, but like double the fucking downforce.
Yeah.
2 laps left.
Looks fun though.
It is fun, man. I love this car. It's just,
I have this.
I'm not
one.
fast.
This is the newest Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this one. I think I did like one race. More things that I own that I don't use.
GT4 is the vibe, though.
Yeah, I think. You know what? What I think when I can check. Yeah, I've got the 992. Bought the fucking Lamborghini GT3 because I think Spigot had it and we were gonna like race with it. Shouldn't have bought that. I don't own a GT4.
No. They have the Aston Martin.
Yeah, I do like the Aston Martin, but I feel like if I get one, I should probably get the one you guys have.
Yeah, I mean they all drive the same. Like the
ahead
Merc
is
drives
Penny.
like a baby GT3, which is nice. The Porsche, I haven't driven it, but from what I heard,
I don't like it.
it likes to rotate. I think it's kind of ugly.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It does rotate.
Yeah, it drives like a forker because it's got that in the back. But
The Merc is super stable. I like it.
yeah, I like the Merc a lot. The Aston Martin feels like the Merc, just like tighter, and I don't like that.
They should offer like a trial. Do they
You
offer
can
trials?
No, like
Penny.
I've had that
ahead is now
discussion
19
like
seconds.
many a time with people. Like anytime someone talks about it, like
to go.
and the first thing that like any fucking iRacing retard sweatline tells you is like, well, actually, when the server is doing downtime, you can just drive any vehicle. And it's like, cool, man. The server's in downtime when I'm at work on a fucking Wednesday. So it's like, when am I supposed to like trial this? Sorry, boss, can't come in today. iRacing down.
I didn't even know that they did
Yeah,
that.
you can test drive while the service is down, and you can use any vehicle when that's happening. And any track. You can try it at any point.
Rip Corvette C8 GTE.
I think you'll probably, well, I won't get a discount for it, but they're definitely going to bring the GT3 in.
Yeah, no, my pocketbook will explode when they fucking and then eventually release, you know, yeah, like the new GT3, the fucking Aston, which they gotta be making an Aston GT3.
I hope so.
Do they? I feel like they don't do DCS style announcements of like what's coming. Do they?
They tease. No, they don't do like a whatever beyond type video, but they used to be really good with their teasers and stuff like that, like showing content that was coming. But now they're basically just like coming next season is this. They just kind of like let it out. And it's not like oh here it comes or something that's around the corner soon TBH, and a lot of the times it's just like nope, this season you'll be able to drive this car. Which I guess is okay. People also like not even 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, iRacing was like photographed taking scans of the Acura and like working and like taking scans of the Cadillac. So, but they knew the GTP cars were coming.
P20. Okay, we're done.
Well,
Well.
that was rough.
P20. Let's go.
P shit.
He said P20. Let's go.
Let's see what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you got robbed, buddy.
I felt like I made a bad call, just like, oh, I see this opening on the inside, I should go for that.
I mean, I think you handled yourself well in the break zone. You couldn't just get out of it completely. Did that happen in front of you? Like, you didn't really have anywhere to go. You had to kind of you got funneled into it, essentially. So don't beat yourself about that.
Are you on DDCS, man?
Yeah, do you want to do something? I can always just modify.
Yeah, I need to do a pod. I was just going to watch a Red Kite video, but you're here now, so.
I was just gonna continue to fuck around with the F-16 and learn shit.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
What happened up here?
What do you want to do? Do you want me to get my server up?
But I don't care. I don't even know what I want to do. I don't know. I'm just doing things in it to get back into the flow.
Vano can assign some work for you.
I kind of want to know how you guys kill Sams with 38s.
Ooh. Just I'm waiting for the copy paste.
No, I'm kidding.
A copy paste of the video. Just send him the video.
But it's gonna be. I have to like put the GPS coordinates in the bomba, right?
No, it's just go fast enough. Be high. You can use your pod.
Yeah, you recce the place, get shot at, find the thing, mark point the thing, fly away.
Actually,
come back.
Are you a DTS? Is it called DTS? HTS. Are you a HTS?
Drive to
person?
survive. I've never used HDS, but I probably could.
Okay, you don't know. You don't need to. We don't have it in the Hornet, and we do it fine. But I'm just curious if you do.
Yeah, I do. I could use it. It's just more drag. Should I take a jammer pod in the 16?
Yes. So this is partly why I hate the 16 as well. Because that jamming pod is
Hanging more shit off your plane.
What do you use your jammer built in?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He said, "Yeah, man. All right, dude."
And the other thing that's so ass is that when it's running, your radar can't scan.
Oh my fucking god.
Your radar can't even scan to where when you're near to ground.
You are either air or ground. You are not a multi-roll. You are a single roll.
So,
Jack off all trades.
you're a children of all trades.
Hey, you watch your mouth. Or watch them lift more for. Kiss them.
You got a pretty mouth.
Got a pretty mouth.
That has gotta be the creepiest thing you could ever say to somebody.
Lights, when you're starting those races, are you like slipping the clutch or what are you doing?
I am. Yeah. But not very good at. I
Use
need
your
to.
pedal.
Yeah, use a pedal.
Can you drive stick?
I can drive stick. Yeah. It's been a long time, but I can. I mean, when you use a clutch in a sim, there's like no feeling.
It's
So
yeah, nothing whatsoever.
it's like okay.
It's all about the percentages. I know the so that wheel you're telling me that Simon has, it's got a paddle and like either lower left or lower right that you can assign as a clutch axis.
That's what I probably because I have
Yeah.
the McLaren wheel. I'm using that.
Oh, okay, yeah, there
Probably
you go.
what I should use.
That's the one. That's the one.
It's a good wheel. Nice. I like it for GT3 a lot. It's nice and wide.
Is it comfy to like like long driving?
It is comfy. Yeah, it is comfy.
Like, is the wheel padded? Like the grip padded?
It's got like rubber grips and they're fine. I mean, dude, I can't believe how much they charge for it. It's really not worth $200. It's like all
it's a lot of
plastic.
plastic.
All plastic.
Yeah.
Do you wear gloves, Lights?
I do.
Let's go virginity protection. I feel naked if I touch my wheel without my gloves on. I'm just like, this isn't right. The Lord wouldn't want this.
This is wrong.
No, there's no protection here.
Oh, I also forgot how to write my countermeasure programs. Like, I got to the page and then I blanked. I was like, I don't know what to do now.
Like, I tell myself the gloves are to keep the oils off the wheel, but in reality, it makes me feel cool. That's why I do it.
Dude, it's true. If you have Alcantara grip, I ruined mine. And then I tried to clean it and I made it worse. And now I wear gloves.
It's comfy, honestly. For me. What the fuck happened here? Ah.
Yikes, I need to make a new multi-roll loadout.
And my start was awful. There, but
The way I use auto clutch, and I just ham the brake and full throttle, and then I let go of it, and it's not as fast, but it's like way faster than like actually trying to slip it. I mean, I don't like using in-game clutches. I don't think I've ever fucking used a clutch in sim.
Yeah.
Just because the same deal, it's like you just zero feeling whatsoever.
Let me know when you're ready to look at the TMS. Oh, we can also test the VoIP with the 16.
Dude, why though?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
did this guy come left so hard? Like he like purposely knocked me out. I mean,
yeah, it's almost like his steering broke or something. Like it, I don't understand it.
or you know, he throttled up too quick or something.
Yeah, it snapped. I don't know. I don't think you can even like manually turn the car that quickly.
I mean, I was good, dude. It's like he like intentionally fucking hit me. Ha ha ha. Harrison Brinker. Oh, he just went to the pits. Damn.
God, dude, the MFDs are so dim in this plane always, forever.
I'm not used to seeing this much gas in my airplane.
Gas, gas, gas.
You want to run me through that ALN, what's it called? The countermeasures shit.
Yeah, give me a minute. Just redoing Keybind.
So wait, why did you guys go to the lightning pod now? What was the issue you were having? Or was there like an update or something?
I don't know how much we're gonna use the Saluda radar. I don't know.
I haven't even used the air ground radar in the 16 yet.
Oh, Rano was showing us how to slew it like air to air. Like we can. I don't know if you could do it in the 16, but like.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So it's kind of two situations I find myself when using AdFlare where I'm like, man, this is kind of awkward. It's, well, at least I'm thinking there are faster ways of doing this, and also like listening to Tomcats back in the 90s with the Delta, they can slave their radar to the pod. Actually, you can do that in the Bravo and the Alpha, but it's Riacito, and the Jester can't do it because he's a dummy. But essentially, there's a lot of positions where you can be tracking a contact with your pod, but your radar is not in gimbal. And then the moment you come into gimbal, a lot of the times you're focusing on your radar to pick him back up and manually search for him again to relock him. If you know exactly where he is, then cool, it's pretty quick, but there's still always this chance of you might miss him and then you have to spend another like 5-10 seconds doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But this functionality allows you to whip the nose around, have confidence of you just need to press one button and your radar's going to find the contact. There's no faffing about.
I see. Yeah,
he's min-maxing an engagement basically.
Vanguard's min-maxing? What?
What?
Unheard of.
He did
then the
what?
other then the other situation is like you pick something up and you track him on the pod, but then he's like, you don't want to fire at him yet, or like it's a helicopter and he's too far away, or whatever the reason. You can normally I like to then like leave the pod on said contact and then like search with the radars elsewhere. Like there's a nails over there. I need to see where that nails is coming from, while my pod keeps track of this other target, which I might shoot in a minute's time. So I can do that, and then like I've got a button to just say, okay, I want to shoot him now. Let's bring the radar back without having to, again, manually search for him.
It's almost like treating it like an air-to-ground frozen scan, and like, okay, now I can deal with it. I'll switch back to that, and then bomb the thing.
Actually,